This will be the loveliest doll you ever did lay eyes on, wearing the most amazing dress ever created. It was that moment when time came to a screeching halt, when the world itself stopped spinning. That moment when Scarlett O'Hara stepped into Ashley's birthday party wearing that red harlot's dress that her husband Rhett Butler forced her to wear, and stood there so defiantly, just daring the gossipy hags to, say one word to her along with anyone else. Scarlett and Ashley had been seen hugging earlier, and she was the subject of much scorn and shame around town. And so even before that, Scarlett was, shall we say, maybe a little misunderstood among those that knew her. She was an independent, strong female who defied many of the customs of the Civil War South. And so that big moment in Gone with the Wind, and definitely one of my favorite movie moments of all time, if not my actual favorite, has been commemorated by Mattel in this Barbie doll. And that moment just says so much. This, by the way, is a postcard that I got somewhere along the way because I wanted this image to frame. I love this part of the movie. And I knew that this doll existed and just had to have her. I believe I got her at a show. And I believe it was just in the past few years as of shoot time. I do have a price on the back. Barbie as Scarlett O'Hara. $35. She's dated 1994. Let's see here. Yeah, 1994. And is part of Mattel's Hollywood Legends collection. It's going to be hard for me to get all this big box in the way that I have the camera and tripod situated. But the Hollywood Legends collection by Mattel also includes dolls dressed as characters from The Wizard of Oz and My Fair Lady, and they've got other Scarlett dolls in this collection, and even some Marilyn Monroe action, which is really nice. The Franklin Mint also did a set of Gone with the Wind dolls, and they sold costumes like the one that you see here separately. World Doll did a set of Gone with the Wind dolls, and you can find this particular doll with Barbie as Scarlett O'Hara online. I looked at eBay, might have looked at Amazon too, but I saw it in the box like this for maybe as low as $26, maybe up to like $45. So not a bad deal at all for this beautiful Scarlett in the box. And this is going to be an out-of-the-box experience. Oh, how dare I? But I must. But here are some images from the movie of that moment. And the related moments. Here's Rhett arguing with his wife before they went to the party. Can't really see, but there's like another, I can't get this on the camera, another like publicity shot with Scarlett and Rhett. Just beautiful images. And you can see included with this doll is like a miniature movie poster. The very famous poster, so sexy and alluring, of Rhett and Scarlett. When he helped her out of the burning Atlanta, right? She needed his help and he was there for her. But he wanted her devotion in return, and he wasn't about to get that. On the back of the box, you see, it says, even I'll note here, for collectors ages 14 and over. I'm sure there are plenty of parts here that a smaller child, like a toddler, could possibly swallow, so choking hazard there. But these are more meant for collectors. I suppose a kid who treats their stuff very nicely could own this, but definitely for the collector market. And so we've got some verbiage that explains the background of the scene that features this amazing dress. Yeah, so I'll let you read that on your own time if you have this beautiful item. And if you have it and you've decided to leave it in the box, well, this experience is for you. That's why I do these out-of-the-box experiences, and also just because I want to see the item out of the box. Okay, so we're going to take this, and we're going to break. You hear that that seal breaking there. I know, it's going to be traumatizing for some people. I never plan on selling items. And who knows who's going to get them after I'm gone. I don't think about such things because I got another 50 years on this planet. Ooh, looks like might have to, yep, it will just slide out. Okay. This is going to be a toughie, huh? I'm going to have to pause this like I've done with a few other things in the past if the package really dukes it out with me. Okay, pause. And right after I paused, the whole thing came out. Okay, so this fell out. A certificate of authenticity. Barbie is Scarlett O'Hara. It doesn't have it dated 1994. Timeless Creations, the collectible specialty doll division of Mattel. So just a very simple certificate of authenticity. And then the doll itself, we see the popular twisty ties on the back, which we're going to carefully remove. She can probably be reset with these two if I really wanted to. I will keep her displayed. I display her downstairs in a special mini Gone with the Wind section of the BRBTV Batcave. Get this last twisty tie here. And yes, I have a hoarse voice. Had a cold the past several days, basically a week. Oh, she's just so beautiful. This outfit just is amazing. Amazing costume designed for this movie so long ago. Okay, I'm going to carefully get my implement here to free those parts of the dress. They're just threaded through, literally just very delicate thread here, so that you can take them out. It's almost like she's sewn onto the box by that delicate thread. Oh, and she's got a stand back there, and that is, it's not readily apparent as you're looking at it. Carefully get that thread too, and I think she's out. Let's grab that stand for a moment. Simple plastic stand. Scarlett O'Hara, Barbie. Okay, the tape there, and I see there's room for a post. And, oh, there's the post hiding in the corner of the box. The wrong way. There we go, without too much tearing. Okay. It's gonna fit like that. Right. Fits into that. Okay. And then there's a little, that is something. Oh, shoes. Shoes and a few more feathers. Oh, and the movie poster is actually just part of the box, so I'm not going to do anything with that. Just leave it as is. It's just sort of a three-dimensional part of the box that approximates the famous movie poster. Let's see if I can get this. Yep, pair of shoes here. And I think that this is not meant to be stuck to the tape. Uh-oh, it came out of, or off of the dress, I think, while it was still in the box. Let's set that aside. I could definitely sew that back on. Now, interestingly enough, this gown, let me see if I can take these twisty ties off the back. Gotta untie them completely, and then carefully thread that through. And there's another piece of thread. Gotta cut off. The dress. The dress is like purposely gathered up in the back to approximate what you saw in the movie. So wow, nice detailing. See how it's gathered up there so that she's making her entrance, and it's all fitted to her torso there and to her hips. The shoes are plain black pumps, which we will place on her now. Just beautiful. Wow. Look at the detailing, just like in the movie. You got these red jewels encased in like gold tone settings all along the bodice and then sprinkled throughout the velvet of the gown. Get rid of that if I can carefully. I think there's a knot here. I'm just gonna, that may be where, yep, that is where this came off. So I will sew that back on before I put her back in the box for display. And, oh gosh, now she's got the typical Barbie mold of the 90s with these bent arms that you saw so much of. Oh, look at that. How the tulle is just draped around her shoulders and under her elbows, just like you saw in the movie. Anyways, I was saying, I'm so easily distracted, that she's got that typical bent arm mold that you saw in a lot of Barbie dolls in the 90s. And face, look at those green eyes, just like Vivian Lee, right? Beautiful red lips, and the hair. Oh my word, who did her hair? Got the curly Q sitting on top. You've got it gathered in the back in sort of a large bun, curled bun. Yeah, so the curly Qs are nice. And then you've got just a tiny little bead hair attachment there, like a little barrette or hair tie or something with jewels on it. 3 of the red colored jewels. Plenty of feathers meant to approximate the ostrich feathers of the real costume. And look at that bracelet. I love that bracelet. Gold tone with that same red jewel. You can imagine it as a ruby or garnet. This dress really is the color of a garnet, though, which would have been a lot less expensive if they actually made these real jewels. A lot less expensive than a robe. Oops, see, that tape is just sticking everywhere. Now this is a stray thread in the back. I think I can pull through. Yeah, that does not belong there. But just lots of lovely velvet train in the back. It goes for quite a ways. More feathers. And then in the back of the gown you have 2 snaps of an enclosure. So on the back she's got her copyright, Mattel. Just snap that back on. Yeah, just really lovely detail. Yes, she's going to go to that party and she's going to show them. Of course, she didn't want to go, but she ended up going. This bracelet has a piece of thread on it from her being tied in the box too that I'm not quite able to pull through. I'll probably just cut that off. Oh, wow. She is just breathtaking. Set her down. Now, you may have wondered where this dress is now, and I wondered that same thing. I visited a museum. There are multiple museums in the Atlanta area that commemorate the Gone with the Wind movie, and I visited one of them with my friend Tracy several years ago. It's called the Scarlett on the Square Museum, and I took some video when I was inside that, so look on the same YouTube channel. It's one of my earlier videos, like from several years ago, one of the very first videos I put on YouTube, so it's way back there in the list, like at the beginning of my video list. But it was a great museum. Oh my gosh, I was absolutely captivated, just beyond captivated, by the replica of Tara dollhouse. Oh, just absolutely blown away by that. But there also was a beautiful painting of Scarlett in this gown, and it was for sale. I was so tempted. It was like $1,000 or $2, and And I think worth every penny. Very tempting. I don't know if they still have that painting there. But they had some costuming of Scarlett at the museum, and I'm trying to remember which gown or which gowns they had. You'd have to go back and you have to look at the video to see, and I'd have to go back and watch it. But they did have some original costuming there from the movie, not just the Scarlett, but I want to say there was something that Belle Watling wore there in the museum too. But I found myself wondering at the time, where is this dress? And when I looked it up online, I found that it was restored at one point. I found this website that detailed, I'm going to give credit to the website, thesprucecrafts.com. It talks about all of Scarlett's gowns, but for this red velvet, well, burgundy velvet ball gown. I don't know if you can see the words. I'm not seeing it come through very carefully in the camera, but there it is. It was restored. Let me see what it says. Sleeveless silk velvet gown embellished with glass teardrop beads and round red faceted beads at the neckline and a profusion of ostrich feathers around the shoulders. It was more than, okay, let me back up a second, more than $30,000 was raised in 2010 by the Harry Ransom Center, so this dress, along with several others, could be conserved appropriately. They were displayed in the 2014 exhibition, The Making of Gone with the Wind, at the Ransom Center on the University of Texas campus. So that's where it was in 2014, after it was preserved. I was not able to track it after that. So if you know where this dress is now, please comment below. I didn't dig very far into the internet for it, but I just know at 2014 it was in Texas, University of Texas campus at this display. But oh wow, just amazing. I can't even imagine what that would be worth and what it would be like to actually see it in person. I'd love to do that someday if it's displayed somewhere else that I can get to. So beautiful Barbie as Scarlett O'Hara. Oh wow. Well, once again, thanks for watching, and we might feature another thing or two from Gone with the Wind here on Terrific Non-TV Toys. So keep it tuned here to BRBTV. I've got to do just a very quick addendum here. A couple things I just now noticed. Although the dress is fitted and I can't really raise it up too far to show you, she's got these adorable pantaloons on. They're lace trimmed and they're actually like a satiny material. So really nice detail there. And then a clothing tag. I love to see clothing tags on doll clothing like this. It's just very simple paperish tag that says 1994 Gone with the Wind, trademark, copyright, all that, Turner Entertainment Company and the Stevens Mitchell Trust. So a couple more nice details on this lovely doll. Thanks for watching.